What's for dinner? Okay, 3, 2.
Welcome, everybody, into the brand new Steve Henry Show. It is alive, and I'm talking we're live here today. Albuquerque, New Mexico, you got to love it. We are live. As I said, we have got a presentation for you. We are going to show you some dinner. We're going to also show you some things you'll never see, I promise, anywhere else. You know, when you get that call, hey, you're going to be invited to a party. We're going to stop at Albertsons, get a food tray. Yeah, you know, loser. We're going to put not only a food tray together, but I'm going to show you some techniques in less than 3 or 4 minutes that you can put onto a tray. When you walk that into a house, they're going to go, whoa. You got to stay tuned. Now, it's going to be towards the end of the show. Also, the giveaways. We got giveaways. We are a show that gives and gives and gives. We have one problem we got to solve first, though. And if you saw the video, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Chris Cooper, yes, hit a rabbit. So we're going to be kind of, I should say, probably postponing a little Cooper series for a little while. He's going to be in court over that rabbit. Good news, the rabbit lived. Happy Easter, everybody. The rabbit is alive and doing well in ICU over here at the New Mexico Community Hospital. So if you are ready, we're going to get right to this. Today's entree is a pasta dish. New Mexico, the Southwest, loves their chili, their green chili, their Cajun. So for those of you on the East Coast or perhaps somewhere else geographically, you can variate this quite a bit. We are going to give the old poo-pa. This is the blackened style. We have chicken and shrimp. So we're going to do a blackened chicken and shrimp fettuccine Alfredo. Now, again, this Alfredo, we've done this on the cookbook, and this is all based, again, on our cookbook. We have a concept, if you will. It is basically a 5-minute or less presentation in a skillet that you can prepare immediately. And we're going to actually give away, and we give, as I mentioned before, all of these materials required to go ahead and produce what we're going to cook. And so without further ado, let's get started. We have ingredients, okay? Again, we are going to do the blackened chicken and shrimp fettuccine Alfredo. So you don't have to take notes. This is going to be in a video format. Matter of fact, you can watch this video over and over and over and over and over again when you can. This is just live to get, hey, this is kind of cool. I'm going to go back and reference this. So here we go. You start off, first of all, with a stick of fire. Now, I've got to be careful. This is not to be anybody shouldn't do this without parental supervision. If you're under 18 and you're watching this video, you hear that little sound, that's gas coming. We're going to go ahead and light her up. Okay, so that's going to light up. We're going to get that going. But we have the ingredients. So in our skillet, now, something most houses have smoke alarms, you know. So if you start with your Cajun spices and your chicken and your shrimp and you throw it in there and you put it on the burner like so, if you don't do this outside a confined area, you're liable to set off a smoke alarm. Believe it or not, these peppers and the seasonings, when they're heated, will elevate to the ceiling and immediately set off a smoke alarm. So you got to be careful there. I did this actually out in the lobby, or I can do it separately. I even like to do it outside. That's the beauty of this burner. You can portabilize this anywhere. Take it in the garage. When it's windy outside, you know, you can do a lot of things with it. We're going to, as I said, we're going to give away a few of these today. So be ready. You want to be ready to answer a trivial question later in the show to win the skillet, the burner. When you start to hear that action, you got some action going here, and you see you can just get that flipping going like that. It's already blackened, so the smoke alarm issue is taken care of. We're going to go ahead and start the production here. We have our shrimp, obviously, and our chicken. This is a beautiful rendition. Just seasoning spices is all it is. My own favorite Cajun. That is available in the cookbook. It's under the secret seasoning category. That will all be revealed to you in the cookbook when the cookbook comes out. All this is a little fresh garlic going in right now. We're going to have that go. The seasoning is already in there, so we're going to be gentle on the seasoning, if at all. A little Parmesan cheese, and that basically just gives you a little dry concoction. This is, as I mentioned, blanched, if you will, probably about 80% of the way cooked. So that is cooking itself. The next ingredient we're going to add is going to be the secret that really makes the velvety, creamy texture, and that is some heavy cream. This is the best stuff you can buy. We don't thicken this with flour or Wondra. Heavy cream does all the work. Now, if it's cold, we're going to show this in cookbook fashion later in the broadcast, perhaps, or another one. We're going to pour that cream in there, just like so, and get it going. But when it's cold, you can whip it with vanilla and some sugar. It makes whipped topping. When it's heated, it basically will reduce itself down to a buttery format, a creamy base, and it's magnificent. It's calling for a little butter. Why not? Let's throw a little butter in there. So we got some whole butter. We got some Parmesan. We've got the blanched protein. We've got the cream going. I recommend highly blanching your pasta. Now, I've lied to you, and I've got to confess. Confess. Yes, I have been using linguine instead of fettuccine. We call it fettuccine Alfredo, but I got to tell you, linguine, and we're going to go ahead and add that linguine noodle now. The linguine, I feel, is easier to eat with. Bottom line, the fork and your utensils that you use. Some people use hands. That's okay too, I guess. In this society we live in today, it's okay to use hands. So we're going to go ahead and incorporate that. Look at that. That's just going to get incorporated. Now, I've been at this a long time. Carpal tunnel will prove that. But you can use spatula. Don't use metal on your Teflon, obviously, as in a fork or a utensil, to go ahead and incorporate that. But right now we're getting married. All of the ingredients are getting associated and acquainted with one another. And again, we have our blanched protein, we have our pasta, we have our cream, we have our garlic, and we have a little Parmesan. Uh, Himalayan salt's good. You can always throw a little Himalayan salt in there. That's that pink kind of new wavy salt that people like these days. A little butter in there. If you look and you see that, wow, it's starting to get a little tighter. It's not looking good. Your cream is your best friend here. You can always add a little more cream and keep that just roving. Now, I can already hear the downstairs people and the upstairs people getting together. What's for dinner? Well, here we go. You asked. It's coming. This is an amazing. I can smell. I want to dive in right now. What accompanies this? Caesar salad, maybe a spinach salad, maybe some soup. I think my favorite personally is the honey butter rolls or the biscuits. These are basically, hockey pucks in a can, but when they're fresh out of the oven and you put a little honey butter on it and it cuts there with that Cajun spice, you want a combination that'll just sell the house. Is the accompaniment with the biscuit and the honey butter. All right, so we can talk for a while. Typically, we like 5 minutes or less, but this is a show; it's a live show, and so we're just kind of going to have a little fun here and just relax. Throw a little more Parmesan into the mix. Uh, my God, folks, this is incredible, loved ones. Look at that. That is just an amazing, and it just continues to reduce. I could play with this probably for another 15 minutes by just adding a little bit of cream as we go. Oh, the phone rings. Oh, I don't want to talk to him. No, no. So you come back here. I mean, so you can regulate your pasta and its composure by just adding cream as you will, as free will, as God allows, like free will. I can tell you right now, this would be ready to taste. I'm just going to play with it for a little bit longer. I'll put a little bit more Parmesan in it, and the more Parmesan, the more flavor. Would anybody like to try a taste of this? I wish I could just run right through the lens there and give you a little bit. But right now you can see it's just still a little bit of running. But see that color? That's that kind of Thousand Island color that we're looking for. It's real. It's not, you could add paprika to it. Oh my God. Is that what I think it is on top of that paprika? Folks, do you see that? It is Easter, and I went ahead and made, and I'm going to show you how to make it. These are Easter bunny olives that you can make in less than 30 seconds, and you could put them in your salad. You want to impress somebody with Easter. Again, something you'll never see anywhere else on any cooking show, how to make an olive out of a little bunny. And literally, you put 4 or 5 of those little bunnies in your salad or around the salad that you serve somebody. They're going to look at that once, they'll look at it twice, and they'll say, what? Yeah, it's Happy Easter. Uh, that's one of our little surprises today. We're going to show you how to make. The other one is an incredible. It sits behind me right there. This is a palm garden forest with watermelon and the palm trees. Everything edible. That took 5 minutes. Again, that veggie tray that you go to Albertsons with and you just leave on the counter and people say, yeah, loser. No more. You folks, because you're watching this show live, are going to gather some tricks together and some culinary artistic tricks, if you will, and you're going to be able to blow people's minds. If you saw the video, you saw the tomato rose. We've got probably about 100 different artistic ideas that I'm going to share with you only on this channel, only on this video, and you'll be able to take this into a party and or wherever and just razzle and dazzle your guests. All right, let's finish up here. We can continue on. I could talk and milk it, but we're not going to milk it or cream it, if you will. We're not going to milk it. We're not going to cream it. We're just going to top it off here. And this, my friends, is to die for. This, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to pour that right out there. I'm going to put that up there for you to all see. This is how you would want to make a fettuccine Alfredo blackened style with your proteins, your shrimp and your chicken combination. Now, of course, you could put anything in here you wanted. You could put a whole host of things. The only thing I'm not going to garnish this with is some chopped up cilantro, perhaps. You could put some minced cilantro on top of that and just serve that as you is. Would anybody like a bite of this? Because I'll tell you what, it does smell and look awfully, awfully good.
Nicole said absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nicole. All right, now we are going to be giving away some items. First of all, I just want you to get ready because this is the big thing here. We are known now as the channel that gives away the Jeep Patriot. That's right. We have, I don't know how many now it is, but we have given away, we just gave away another one. In fact, right after this live show, you're going to go ahead and watch a rendition of a journey we took last week. We were on our way to Mississippi. We actually met the gentleman that won. Brad, if you're watching, I hope you are, in Dallas, Texas last week. So we are the channel that gives away the Jeep. And how this works is you've got to be, first of all, obviously subscribed. We need your name and we need your email into our comment section. Once that's dispersed, we will put your name in that spinner. I will get it up to 30 miles an hour, as was shown in the last video, and we will stop and pull it out. What's that? Huh? Oh, how often? Well, how often? It is about once every maybe 6 or 7 weeks. I've got to find the Jeep. That's the hard part. But we love our Patriots. Here at Exodus Auto Sales, where I happen to work on a full-time basis, that's the #1 seller. I buy, I don't know, 100 of them a year. They don't break down. They're very reliable. And so that is the vehicle that we've chosen. So we want to give a family in need one of the best transportation vehicles money can buy. It's a 5-seater automatic 4-cylinder, great on gas. I mean, it check. It checks all the boxes. If you want to be a winner of this Jeep, I highly recommend one, again, you subscribe, you like our page, and you send in the comment section your email so we can get your name in there and we'll post the video prior to, and you can go on our channel and see the road trips that we take. We'll literally take it to you, or we'll meet somewhere and have a good time over the weekend. It's a great time. So do not, I repeat, do not forget to enter into that drawing. The giveaway today, though, and every week we're going to be giving away something on this show. I believe you need to have the proper attire in order to go to the party and prepare the meal. So we're going to give away a skillet. We're going to give away a burner stove. Mike, is that $100 bill? Is that $100? That's $100 bill. And you know what that's for? That's for the food. Wow, that's going to be some awesome food. Well, you'll be able to do it 4 or 5 times. Once the cookbook comes out, man, I'll tell you what, you want to do it every day because forget the crock pot. I'm literally telling you a skillet prepared meal in less than 5 minutes. Now, of course, you might have to do a little pre-blanching in the refrigerator the morning before work or whatever. But the bottom line is when you hit that burner, you got 5 minutes to get that food on the table and it will work. So today, someone here watching right now is going to win. When we come back from break, is going to win this beautiful skillet, propane set, and $100 bill. We're going to tell you how, but I'm going to give you a clue right now. It is going to have to do with something about a video, obviously, that has already been played on the Steve Henry Show, and it has to do with a Jeep Patriot. Yeah, mind you. So when we come back, I'm going to show you the rabbit, how to make that in less than 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you how to really razzle and dazzle your guests at the next party. We'll be back right after this. Good. All right, so you're probably wondering by now, what in the world is all this egg omelet, national omelet, egg crab? Where is this going? Quite frankly, you're going to get to taste this live. I mean, this is a real omelet made real fresh for you. You're going to be a hit at home. That data here is going to come in the door on Friday night and say, what is that? Oh my God, you did this yourself? I sure did. I did it all by myself. In fact, if you got a date over the weekend and you want to do something big, you're going to want to put this omelet in front of them that morning because, wow, they're going to say, my God, that's the best omelet I ever had. That's where this is leading. We are going to show you exactly how to make this omelet. This whole thing, yeah, it was to make the omelet. It's an omelet, baby. You're going to get an omelet. You are going to be able to see step by step how things are done. These recipes step by step with a tutorial, and it's all free. All you got to do is sign up for our YouTube channel, click that bell, leave a comment, and look for that link. It's a free one, baby. Free, you hear me? And man, I'll tell you what, you're going to impress the people with this omelet. Let me tell you. Who took my Chardonnay out of the refrigerator? First, Dad, Moses. Governor Jan Brewer. Small business is the backbone of anybody's economy. Baby steps. You know, years ago, not that long ago, but a few years ago, I had We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and you are watching live the Steve Henry Show from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our live stream, this is our very first one. We want to hear from you and let us know how we're doing because every week I want to be able to say, dinner's ready! And I'll tell you what, you've got dinner ready, yes, in 5 minutes or less from our skillet, all leading up to our cookbook. And that will be out, I'm hoping, in late summer. We just got to put some recipes together, and we need your participation. So I'm asking you, if you want something that you desired, perhaps, and you want me to make it and coordinate it to a 5 minute lesson or a 5 minutes perhaps preparation, let me know. Put a note in the comment section and let me know. I'll be happy to make that happen. Okay, so I want you guys, this is basically for you. This channel, yes, you're going to learn how to do some recipes and they're fantastic and all that, but I want you, as I mentioned before, to be that person when it comes to a party. Yeah, you bring in the door something people will talk about for weeks. I mean, around the water cooler at work. Hey, did you see what Sarah brought? My God. No, 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 not the cookies. What was on the cookies? That is what I'm talking about. This show, you'll see stuff you'll never see before and may be able to make somebody go, wow. And that's what this is all about. Wow. So today it's Easter, right? Easter weekend. So I'm thinking to myself, what can I do to make an Easter something happen food wise? Edible that you can razzle and dazzle somebody with. And so, as I mentioned, the bunny rabbit Olive. I don't know where he went. Maybe the cat got him, but he's gone. Where's that rabbit? He's gone. I don't know where he went, but we're gonna make another one. So what you do, you start with a good paring knife. Got to have a good paring knife. We're gonna take an olive, just a regular black olive, okay? And when you take that black olive, we're gonna just go ahead and just take a little sliver of that black olive underneath, right there, just about like that. See? And the black olive comes back up like so. And I'm going to kind of cheat here because I've already done a couple, but I want to just be able to expedite this a little bit. We're going to cut a V. You're going to cut a V into the portion that you cut off. Cut a V. See those ears forming there? Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Now I see where you're going with this. So we're going to take that. We're going to go ahead and just make a little incision. He's got, now you got to be careful here because we got the booter and we got the head. You want to make sure you get the right side and the right side. I'm not even sure how that works, but we're going to go ahead and make the incision with the pitted side where that pit comes out, make a little indent. And as you make your indent, you're going to go ahead and just weevil your incision that you made there. And you're going to form your little rabbit. You see the little rabbit right there? We got a little rabbit going on here. Little olives here. But see the little rabbit? And then we're going to go ahead and nothing's complete until we actually put the eyeballs and the bunny tail on this poor little guy. But basically, we will tap him right there and right there, right there. And we'll put a little tail on them right there. And there you have it. So you're wondering, is that whiteout? No, it's not whiteout. It's actually a sour cream mixture in a whiteout bottle. It's the only thing I could do. But this, believe it or not, is a great tool in your arsenal when you go to decorate. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Red for red food coloring. I use it because of the tip. Of course, we drain it out, flush it, sanitize it, and move on. But anyways, can you see a little rabbit running around your salad? You put 5 or 6 of those little bunny rabbits on a salad rim of a bowl or a plate. You present that plate to your family or maybe somebody from work or somebody you're trying to impress, and they look at that and they, is that yeah, happy Easter? That's the stuff people talk about. Yeah, and you can get that right here. So that was pretty easy, right? No one's going to be overcomplicated with that. You're not going to stress out and wonder how that was ever made. I'm not going to show you that twice. But what I am going to show you next uh, is something that I think anybody can do. And again, what I want you to do is I want you to walk in to a house one day when they are expecting a food tray. I better sit down. So we'll stay sitting down. I've been instructed to sit down. A food tray. Okay, so you go to Albertsons, get a veggie tray. Loser. Anybody can do that, right? Not you though. You are gonna wah ha ha. So what I did is I'm thinking to myself, next week I am going to prepare. I'm going to give you a little clue. It's going to be a Southwestern Reuben quesadilla. That's right. Say that again. Southwestern Reuben quesadilla. Now, traditionally, Reubens, I go everywhere. I love a Reuben. But you know what? The sauerkraut. They just take the sauerkraut out of the whatever container it is, squeeze out the juice, put it on whatever platform it is, and then call it even. That's not what we're going to do. I'll bet you the best part of our Reuben is the sauerkraut. When you taste what we put in that sauerkraut, and again, it's a matter of just a couple minutes in a skillet when we get this done. So next week, do not miss next week. We are going to do Southwestern Reuben quesadillas. So I'm thinking, how do I garnish that plate? If I were to do the quesadillas, cut them up, I could put them on a plate with a little chipotle mayonnaise. Whoa, loser. No, no. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to walk in with a tray with these quesadillas at the next party that you attend. I promise you, they will be talking your name and your food for the next week or 2 or 3 or 4 to come when you get finished up watching the Steve Henry Show live and how we will present our trays. So we're gonna go get a watermelon. Go to Albertsons. Go to Smith's. Go wherever you go. Get a watermelon. Cut that baby in half. Whew, put it on a tray. Now we're going to make some sand. Sand. What is sand? It's actually Captain Crunch. No, it's cornflakes. I thought it was Captain Crunch. Cornflakes. Make that sand. Put that sandy beach. So we got a sandy beach. We got our watermelon. That's our island. If you haven't figured that out yet, by far, that is our tropical island. And these little guys are coconuts, right? Huh? Yeah, coconuts. Well, they're filberts, okay, but they're coconuts. You take a carrot and so you cut your hole into your little tropical island there and you plant your palm tree. You see the little nibbits there? Let's make a nibbit. So you take your paring knife and you just make your nibbits. Nibbit here, nibbit there, nibbit here, nibbit there. And as you nibbit, as these kind of spread out a little bit and dry, age for a couple minutes, you'll see them open up. Kind of like a real palm tree. Wow, no way. Yeah, a real palm tree. Look at that. Nibbit here, nibbit there. See that? All you're doing is just making nibbits. Nibbit here and a nibbit there. One nibbit, two, nibbit three, nibbit four. See? There, not bad. Okay, so, and you can see the nibbits here. I'm trying to get you a good presentation. Let me give you a little panoramic here. So you've got your Captain Crunch, or cornflakes as it's known, for your sand. You got your watermelon cut in half. You got your filberts. I just basically glued those. I did a pin once, and boy, that was a dangerous thing. A kid picked up the pin and almost had a problem. So that is, basically pretty simple. What are these? Those are pineapple top leaves. So you buy a pineapple, yeah, it's going to cost you $2.50. The whole thing is $10. I mean, come on, $10. You put your quesadillas around here, and you can get a bigger tray if you want. I'm guaranteeing you, you walk in the door to the next cocktail party that you're invited to with this and my quesadillas from next week, or whatever you want to put on there. My God, folks, the world's going to be talking. Pineapple leaves, what you do there basically is just spread those into a formation that produces the obviously look of a palm tree. And you take a nail with some glue and you just basically put it in there. They're not going to eat that, obviously, but everything else is edible. That makes for the amazing. Look at that. Is that not a coconut? That is an amazing thing, I think. Now, I'm going to leave you with one other thought before we depart with our call it our special session, if you will, our quality time together. We once did a wedding, and this wedding was an older guy and a woman, and we asked him, "Well, what's your hobby, bro?" He said, "Well, I like to play chess." Okay, chess it is. What we did, we made a chessboard out of cheese, white cheese, yellow cheese, what you get the drift, right? And then we carved chessmen, carrot, orange, white turnip. We actually had a chess game in progress for the centerpiece of that table. It took no time at all. And I'm telling you, when people walked up and saw that, they looked at it, they didn't leave. That line was so long, not because of the food, but because of the presentation of the food. That's the kind of stuff you're going to learn here at the new Steve Henry Show Live. We're gonna do so many neat little tricks about food in addition to the entree we're going to serve. So get ready. When you tune in at 4 o'clock, I want you to be expecting something huge, and that's what you're going to get. Don't forget to hit the bell, subscribe. This channel is alive and well. We're going to, we're gonna make this thing happen. It is time. I think I'm hearing in my ear replay. Well, that's true too. Nothing is better than a good replay. This video will be replayed up and over again, so you want to watch this several times as we go through. I believe it'll be up probably about a week, so you're going to want to watch it and watch it and watch it and get all the notes you can reference. It's a great reference tool. I think it's time for a giveaway. Is it time for a giveaway, everybody?
Woo!
It's time for a giveaway. All right, what are we giving away today? I don't know. Are we giving a Jeep away today? Is today a Jeep day? No, it's not a Jeep day. Today is, we're going to do this every week, ladies and gentlemen, every week. And if I'm scratching, feeling pretty good, we might give 1 or 2 or 3 away. For right now, we're just going to give one. And that is, it's a skillet. It's a skillet. It's a beautiful skillet. It's a beautiful brand new propane stove that you assemble together. I had it around here somewhere. I can't bring the propane. You saw in the video what happens if I ship propane. Not a good idea at all. It's kind of one of them Cooper things. They're not very bright there, Chris. But anyways, we are going to give a propane and skillet ensemble away. And I believe there's $100 bill around here somewhere. Yes, that's and by the way, that's a real $100 bill. I can't believe my employees. I love you guys. I trust you because this thing has been here for about a week, and probably half of my customers walking through the bathroom too. So, man, I'll tell you what, not all of the world is bad. I can tell you that. It is a real $100 bill. Yes, that $100 bill is still there. Okay, so we are going to have a trivia question, and that's going to be the winner. The first person that answers this question correctly is going to win this. I will ship it out Monday. We'll get the information from you, but you'll be participating. And here's what I want to do. Here's my dream. Someday in the near future, oh gosh, I don't know when, but I want everybody to be live at 4 o'clock Mountain Time with their skillets. Everyone's got a skillet, and we're going to do this together. Is that amazing? That's my goal. And I've got hundreds of them in a warehouse. So do you think I'm jiving? Ooh, don't be too certain. I could probably pull this off. So here we go. Without further ado, I need to know the answer to the color of the first Jeep we gave away on the Steve Henry Show. The color, was it blue? Was it green? Was it white? Was it red? Was it orange? I don't know. You tell me, the first person to answer that correctly, what was the color of the first Jeep we gave away on the Steve Henry Show? It was back in January of this year. We've only done 2 live thus far, so it's going to be pretty easy. And I'll give you a clue. The last one was a red one. So I'm looking for the winner. Somebody come forth. Somebody come forth with a color. All right, we have a winner, Nicole. We have a winner. Okay, you're going to be. I hope, Nicole, next Saturday when we do our quesadillas, you are going to be live with a skillet and watching. And so, again, everybody's going to have a skillet. That's the goal here at the Steve Henry Show. Good job, Nicole. It was white. Yes, it did. It went to Heather Hamlin out of Utah. And God bless Heather. We love Heather. And that was a great story. And the red one that we just gave away went to Brad Kendall. Brad, if you're watching, that was great, too. We just had a great time in Dallas with the gang there with LT and Felice and a recovering addict, a great organization. I want to give them a plug. Kudos to them and their assistance through all this. And by the way, all you people that are from there, and don't forget Taylor's group, and we've got some new people coming. It's going to be so fantastic. All of you people are in that spin. My hope too is to give everybody a Jeep. Wouldn't that be so cool? Here's the vision. Everybody's driving a Jeep Patriot around with a skillet set in their back seat, getting ready to go in at 4 o'clock on a Saturday and have a meal for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for watching the live stream of the Steve Henry Show. It has been an honorable pleasure for me to be here today. We are just going to improve this as we go forward. This is the first one. Cut me a little slack. But I'll tell you what, I am so looking forward to next week when we do our Southwestern quesadillas and some new surprises all for you. I want to say goodbye. I want to say thank you to everybody. We will look forward to seeing you next time on the Steve Henry Show Live.